Okay, it's time, chat. The ultimate round. This is round 6 of the Vintage League with Pio, or the Vintage Challenge with Pio. We're currently 3-2, looking to maybe sneak into top 16 with a win here. Let's see what we got. Got a very stellar hand. Definitely keep. Very powerful hand of magic cards. Our opponent mulls to 6 and then keeps. We're going to just start deploying the fleet. We have an F6 from our opponent. We're gonna go get a black mana. We're gonna cast a Merchant Scroll. We're gonna go get P. We could get Ancestral over Pio. Pio's probably just better. The only way Pio is worse is if he plays a Sphere on turn 1, which he could. He F6'd. There's a reasonable chance he could play a Sphere. Ancestral is better with Yawgmoth's Will. We don't have any blue mana to chain Pios. Both are really bad against a wasteland. I'm only drawing one more. I can still combo through a... I'm making 2, I'm making 5, I'm making 7, I'm making 8, I'm making 4 left over. I can still combo through a Sphere. I'll get a Pio, and then we'll make sure we untap our mana vault with the floating mana. The Pio plays worse with our Yawgmoth's Will, that's for sure, but... Wow, he just had Ancestral. Interesting. That makes me think that it's pretty good that I didn't get an Ancestral, because then he could maybe have a Mental Misstep in his deck. Ooh, it looks like he's on Survival. That's the only thing Savannah Sapphire means. So we're just gonna have to see if our Pio resolves, I guess. Pio, well, resolves. Let's take a probe at his hand. Oh, yep, he's got a pretty powerful survival draw, but not good enough. And now we don't have any blue mana. We didn't draw into any lands or any blue mana. Wow. That's insane. I guess we don't win yet. He could definitely do something to us this next turn, though, so it could be bad. Next turn, what we can do is we could always Yawgmoth's Will, which gives us Probe, Fetch Land, and Pio, but it doesn't really make us any more extra mana. But it's probably better to just a Pio anyways. So let's see how much he can go off, I guess. He goes and gets a Spirit Guide, which goes and pitches a Vengevine. He plays 2 Hollowed Ones. So he plays 2 Hollowed Ones and gets 2 Vengevines into play, and then we have to kill him. Pretty crazy, actually. I guess he gets 3 Hollowed Ones. I mean, as long as he doesn't play Null Rod, it's fine. We're peak vintage right now. I would like to put 21 power on board, please. Wow. Oh, I really hope we can go off this turn. A good start. We still haven't hit any blue Moxen. That's nuts. We could still brick off this game. We've hit literally only colorless mana. If we brick off after casting this many, I'd be so surprised. We didn't. We finally hit an opal. Multiple opals, in fact. Pick them up, put them down. Pick them up, put them down. Pick them up, put them down. We can now make multiple blue mana with our Voltaic Keys. We could also cast Yawgmoth's Will, which we probably will be doing because all of our POs are in our yard. Oh, there's a Demonic Tutor. We'll do one more PO, I guess. I always wanted to draw my whole deck. Let me do... We have Time Vault yet? We don't have Time Vault yet. I do need to kill him. I guess we'll just do Demonic Tutor for Time Vault. And we'll put out a Blightsteel. Should be good enough. I already took all the turns, right? Let's do it again. This is good enough for me. Very powerful Much Wizard. Alright, we have infected our opponent. I really thought we were winning on the first 2 times we cast PO, but I guess we bricked pretty hard. That's about as hard as you can possibly brick while playing PO, so. We decided previously that we were not going to be boarding in hate versus them. We wanted to bring in some Karns. We wanted to take out one Opal and one Island. But we weren't going to bring in any kind of graveyard hate versus them. We're going to keep in Hurkyl's Recall for Null Rod. It hits Null Rod and Hollowed One, which is like just enough to make it viable. I think we're going to run with this. It was crazy that we missed on our first POs there. Absolutely nuts. So we drew our Blightsteel in our hand again. We have no fast mana, just some cantripping. I'm going to put this one away. I think it's like a really bad 7. This one is a little bit better. We'll keep this one. Yeah, we'll keep a Misty on top. That's fine. I'm actually gonna go with Preordain to start here. Ooh, okay. Take one of those. So we're gonna have to see if we get Null Rotted or if we get Survivaled. Both those are pretty bad for us. The downside to us playing a Misty is he didn't need to play a Misty to activate his Deathrite. So there is some downside there. But it is Stony Silence, which is what I kind of thought was coming. We do have a reasonable hand for Stony Silence. We have Tolarian Academy. We have Ancestral. Stony Silence is a little more awkward for us than Null Rod because we have to draw exactly Repeal to put it away. Is he going to have a Survival and a Stony Silence? That's insane. Well, his hand is the nuts, unfortunately, for us. Probably aren't going to win this game. I don't even really want another Snap Ancestral. I don't really have time for that. Maybe I do want a Snap Ancestral. I want to roll that out. I kind of want the Snap Ancestral. His hand's really strong, though. His hand is really strong. He gets 3 survival activations, assuming he has a creature in hand. It'd be pretty amazing if he didn't have a creature in hand. Yeah, his first one's a Root Wallet, too. Seems good. Seems good. So we're definitely getting Vengevine here. It looks like we're going to get at least 1 or at least 2 Vengevines is what you do. This one finds a Vengevine, it pitches a Vengevine, finds a Vengevine, it pitches a Vengevine, gets a Hollowed One. So it's going to be 2 Vengevines and a Hollowed One. Which is a pretty fast clock. We were really looking for multiple Moxen to power our Tolarian Academy, which we just didn't find. So what we're going to have to do is probably... Oh, God, he got a Thalia. Yeah, it's pretty good, too. It's going to be really difficult for us. Especially seeing as next turn he can get the other 2 Vengevines. We really needed a bunch of Moxen on that last turn. I don't think we have any outs. No, this is a game. We're gonna go to game 3. That hand is really hard for us to beat without a Force of Will, and we probably still lose even if we have a Force of Will, so... I'm going to put the Karakas in the deck. so that we have an out to that Thalia. I'm gonna go down on the Hurkyl's Recall, seeing as we know it's Stony Silence now, and put the Mox Opal back in. Try to go for a little faster of a turn 1. Yeah, we can do in this game 3. We're on the play. We've got turn 1 Night's Whisper, turn 2 PO maybe. It's pretty reasonable. I mean, our Night's Whisper has to be a little pretty good here, but we do have turn 1 Night's Whisper, which is pretty powerful. We're looking for Moxen, really. Crypt, Soul Ring, that kind of stuff. He mulliganed to 5, which is good for us, but they can have really powerful 5s for sure. So hopefully we get some Moxen off this. We hit Mana Crypt, which is really good. Really, really good. So, oh, I should play it this turn. I guess if we turn 1 Thalia is the only way that this not playing the Mana Crypt here is bad. Oh, we're gonna get turn 1 Thalia. Right after I F6'd. Ooh, turn 1 survivaled. Okay. So, if we can draw a Moxen off the top, we'll be in really good shape here. I can repeal. No, we're just gonna do PO for 2 to start. And then we'll work our way from there. So we hit the forces too late, unfortunately, but we could turn on our library, or we could go for another PO. We have another PO in hand, so I don't really see any only 2 cards is so low. We can force a Null Rod, and we can force a Thalia, so I think it's okay for us to wait 1 turn here. We can just get on library. I think that's fine. So library and Ruby and pass the turn. We need our PO to be a little bit more than 2 cards, so I think we can afford to be on library for a turn. That's a really bad draw. We're really just looking for more Moxen. That's all we want right now is more Moxen. The problem with repeal is it's really bad versus Stony Silence. We have to have 3 non-artifact lands and stuff. So survival number 1. He only has 1 green source at the moment, so he can't activate too many survivals. But you do have to remember that he mulled to 5. He gets a Spirit Guide, which means 1 more survival activation. He pitches a Squee, which is a pretty powerful one with survival. What's he gonna get? What's he gonna get? Another Spirit Guide. So what is your next? So now you have 2 Spirit Guides. So we'll activate a survival again. I assume this one gets Rootwalla. No, this one got Hollowed One. So 1 Hollowed One. Are you gonna survival? Okay, that's just it. Just 1 Hollowed One. That's not bad for us. That's not too bad. He's really not preventing us from doing anything. Tinker. Tinker is interesting. We're definitely not tinkering yet. I would like to draw with this Academy, Alexandria, but we would have to play a land out. I guess think it's fine, actually. We can probably play a land out. Nice, we drew a Sapphire. It's one of our best possible draws. So now we're comboing. We only have, this is our 3rd PO. We drew our Blightsteel by accident, which is a problem. This is a problem. We can bounce this survival to his hand and counter it on the way back down. Then we just have to beat the Hollowed One in play. We can pitch the Blightsteel at end of turn. That is one of the downsides to the POing there, but I thought it was fine. I still think it's fine. I think I'm gonna ponder first. If we draw a key or anything, it'd be really good. Let's just shuffle that away. Soul Ring's fine. It's like we still win with a key here, so I think we can still keep... We still have enough mana to repeal. Probe. The most we can get hit for is 8. We can do 1 probe here. Okay. I don't really want to play my Crypt out. I don't want to take damage. So I'm going to repeal this survival, and then we're going to pass the turn. We'll pitch our Blightsteel and some of our lands. And then we'll counter the survival on the way back down. Pitch that. We'll pitch Tundra. We'll pitch Fetch Land, and we'll pitch... I guess we don't really need a Crypt. Okay, so Squee returns to his hand. We know his hand is just Deathrite Top Shaman Survival Squee +1. Jet's fine. So he probably plays Survival, which we're going to counter. And then we'll try to go off on our turn again. We'll just pitch this Preordain. We get off our library for a second, but that's not the biggest deal. It's fine. You hit us for 4. We can go get another PO if we want. I don't know if I want to Tinker first. Tinker for, well... for a Blightsteel and then PO. Well, I don't really want to... I kind of want to take infinite turns. I don't really want to... I don't really want to Tinker first. I guess we can Tinker for a Blightsteel and then PO. Don't want to draw it. Alright, we drew Snapcaster, which should just be lethal. It lets us PO again. Did I miss the library yet? No, I still have the library. Yawgmoth's well. I mean, that's pretty good too. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what we do now. Because we have another 3 POs, so we're going to win the game on this turn no matter what. We just have to not deck ourselves. Still haven't hit our Demonic Tutor yet, huh? We just PO one more time. We can like play more things out, but I don't really care. I think I'd rather get another blue mana though. Snap. Yo, we have 15 cards in our library. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's fine. We just need to find Time Walk, or I guess we have repealed. Well, we need Time Walk or Time Vault. There we go. We found them. Yeah, I mean, whatever way you want to do it, Tux, it's not going to really matter. They're pretty much both deterministic, so not too worried. The only thing we have to do is not draw our deck, or not draw all the cards in our deck. It's the only thing. So we've taken the next 3 turns, and then the next infinite turns. I'm just going to go to discard here, and that'll be it. Woo! 4-2, not bad. Not a bad day. All right. I'll even repeal this. Well, let's check how many cards I have. 6 cards. We can repeal. And lethal. Only 4 cards left in our deck. It's fine. Let's go. Good day. We have not finished worse than 4-2 in challenge in a very, very long time. We'll have to. I'll keep the stream up because we do have to wait and see. Like 1-4-2 probably top 8s, so we should just make sure it's not us. It's very likely to not be us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. So 1-4-2 makes it. It won't be us, but we should check to make sure. We'll see if we get top 16, which means we get some prizes. But a good day, not bad at all. Especially after losing round 1. Losing round 1 and still pulling out a 4-2 is pretty nice. So yeah, feel free to stick around. I guess we can do something while we wait. For people who don't stick around, thanks for hanging out. This is, just one of many challenges we play. I try to stream every challenge I play. So if you go to the YouTube link down below, you can see there are 6 challenge recordings and 22 league recordings. So if you ever want to watch some vintage VODs, they're there for you at any time. You can go check those out. So give the YouTube a subscription. That doesn't cost you anything. Give the channel a follow so you can come hang out with us whenever we play vintage. I'll probably boot something up right now and while we wait for this to conclude. But I figure that some people will probably leave now that the vintage challenge is concluded. So I thought I'd give the spiel now. But like I said, this has been a really good stream for us. We've been streaming the whole challenge. We've had 30 plus viewers for most of the day. It's been a lot of fun. We'll load up. Maybe we'll play game 1 with a